Ever since the Citizenship Amendment Act rules have been notified, opposition has sharpened its attack against the government, calling the rules not in sync with our constitutional values, with our secular values. Government, however, is clarifying as to why the need for CAA was felt. Point number one that is being made is that the Liaquat-Nehru Pact that was signed between India and Pakistan, which made provisions for both countries allowing refugees to come back to their country of origin, to sell off their property and wind up their lives before moving to either India or Pakistan, that Pakistan did not honor this, and therefore it left the Pakistani Hindus in a precarious position. Similarly, for the Sikhs who wanted to come back to India or who were forced to come back to India, they were left in a precarious position there in Pakistan, and CAA is the need of the hour. Government is also saying that a lot of the beneficiaries of this new law are people of Indian origin, and Indian government does have some responsibility towards ensuring their well-being. The third point the government of India highlighting is that all these three countries, Pakistan, Afghanistan and Bangladesh, have one religion as their state religion. These are Islamic countries, and therefore government says that the rights that should be available to all citizens are sometimes not available to those who practice any other faith other than Islam. Now this point is being supported by some of the migrants who are hoping to get Indian citizenship as well. People we spoke to in Jaisalmer, for example, said that because they were practicing Hindus in Pakistan, their wives and their daughters were always feeling threatened. They could be abducted, forced to convert, forcibly married off, and there were real-time threats to their life. There was real-time threat to their livelihood. They were second-grade citizens there. So these are the testimonies that Government of India is highlighting to say that we could not have left these people in the lurch. The other point that is being highlighted is that government accepting that Citizenship Amendment Act is not an overarching solution to problems of all minorities, all persecuted minorities across the country, across the world, but it is saying that at least a beginning has been made with the Citizenship Amendment Act. The other point that the government is clarifying is that this criticism that this is not secular or this is not legal is not correct, because if the criticism is that why are you discriminating against Muslims, the law names Hindus, Sikhs, Parsis, Christians, Buddhists and Jains, leaves out Muslims. There are sects of Muslims in Pakistan also, the Ahmadiyyas, for example, who are facing persecution. There are Balochis there who are facing persecution. So why deny them this chance of getting citizenship if persecuted minorities is the criteria? This point has been underlined by the opposition. So the government says that under Section 6 of the Citizenship Act, anybody can apply. There is no change in that provision. So it is wrong to say that the government's action is against the constitutional provisions. Overall, the government is trying to ascertain that myths around CAA are not continued with. There are repeated attempts being made to issue FAQs, to come out with video messages, to come out with mythbusters, so that the people in this country do not feel that CAA is anyway taking away anyone's right. Here at Shaheen Bagh, which was once the site of anti-CAA protests also, though precautionary RAF has been deployed, paramilitary is behind me, there are RAF vehicles which are stationed here, but overall traffic is moving smoothly and people also are going about with their daily lives. So looks like government's attempt to let people know as to what is the reality of Citizenship Amendment Act, that is for now looks to be playing its part. There are some protests being reported from some parts of the country, but the government is attempting to let the protesters also know that CAA is not about taking away anyone's right. It is just India doing its duty towards persecuted minorities in our neighborhood.